What's up, YouTube? If you don't already know, my name's John Murphy and I'm back with my channel Carolina Crawler, and today we're going to have a review on NGK spark plugs and spark plug wires. Stay tuned and I'll teach you something new. So if you don't already know, spark plugs and spark plug wires are what goes under your hood into your engine block to ignite your fuel so it'll explode and drive your engine, which then drives your wheel. Well, I guess technically your transmission, then your transmission into your transfer case, and from your transfer case into your wheels, but that's a whole different line of things. We're just going to show you about the spark plugs and spark plug wires today. I'm probably going to shoot another video today, but won't drop it until later, about the distributor cap and ignition rotor, because I want to keep everything sectioned by brand. Today's NGK, so let me tell you something. So if you don't already know, this is your spark plug wires. You have one wire going to your first cylinder, one going to your second, third, fourth, depending on how many cylinders you have. I happen to have 4 because this is a 22R 4-cylinder carburetor Toyota engine. Your spark plugs are down in here that screw into your engine block so that they can get to the gas with the spark side of things. Now, these, like I already said, are NGK wires. They are supposed to be performance. I'm not sure. As you can see, it says right there, NGK spark plug cable. And right here, it has a 1. If you notice, on the distributor cap right here, this orange thing, it also has a 1. If I can get you a nice little view of that. Right in there's the 1. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's there. You want your 1 cable to plug into your number 1 spot on your distributor cap, and then also go to your number 1 cylinder so that everything stays in time. And you just follow on. Each one of these cables are labeled, which is super nice, because if they get unplugged for some reason, which they should not, you would know which one to put them back in. This one right here, I believe, is 3. This one is 4, and this one is 2. This one goes over here. And so, how do I feel about the NGK spark plug wires? I think they look very cool, for one. I don't know, I just think they got a cool look to them. And then I think they work amazingly. I could tell the difference as soon as I put these plug wires on. Now, the reason that I replaced my wires is because as soon as I bought this truck, it was running pretty rough. It needed some work. I wasn't sure what it needed. I wasn't even sure when the last time it had an oil change. So I went through, I did a complete tune-up. I think you should do a tune-up about once a year to keep things running smoothly, especially on older model vehicles. And the more, I'm not going to say the more often, because if you change your spark plugs and spark plug wires every day, that would be completely stupid. But I mean, I guess you could. It just wouldn't make a difference. I would say change them once a year, and you should have no problems out of them. I'm sure you could run them for 2 or 3 years, but then you're just risking that one of them's going to go bad, one of them's going to get corroded, like this one was. And I'm going to tell you about what it was like now. Inside of this first distributor cap, how it works is, this is just a cover on the outside. The spark plug actually plugs into the distributor cap, and on the inside of the distributor cap, it was very corroded, as well as on the end of the spark plug had a bunch of buildup, nasty. It was obviously not getting good spark. You could tell it didn't have near enough power as it should have had, and so that is one of the reasons that I replaced all of these. Replacing your spark plug wires and spark plugs is actually really cheap. It's one of the cheapest things you could probably do to a vehicle. It's cheaper than an oil change. It cost me $25 for the wires, I believe, and $10 for the plugs. I'll link them in the description below. I got them off of Amazon. I have Prime, so they came in about 2 days or something, and I put them straight on. So it was super nice to get fresh stuff on there. It made it run a lot better, and I think you should do it to yours if you haven't done it in a long time. Like I said, about once a year is a good time frame to change it, and as well as your distributor cap and ignition rotor. That's going to be in the next video. So that my overall review for NGK spark plugs and spark plug wires is I absolutely love them. They've been amazing for me. I've had them on for probably around 500 miles now. I can tell the power difference, even though it's just a micro bit, but you have to remember that you might not notice it, because I started out with one cable that was completely corroded. I mean, mine were trash. It was probably stock 1987 cables and plugs. You have to remember that. So if you don't notice a difference, it doesn't mean they're not good. It just means that your vehicle is probably decent to start with. But new plugs and wires about once a year, that's my recommendation. I'm going to show you the tools now that you need. So the tools that you need for the wires, absolutely nothing. They're unplug and plug in. Just make sure you have the ones for your vehicle. The ones I'm going to link in the description below are going to be for 1987 Toyota 4-cylinder. So don't go buy them thinking they're going to fit your 2019 Dodge 2500, because it's not going to happen. And the tools that you need to change the spark plugs, which are below this, is you're going to unplug your spark plug wire, and then you're going to take a 15/16 socket, and this one happens to be made for spark plugs. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it goes down into a very narrow hole, and it's got rubber in there. I'll post a better picture of it, and it's made to pull and hold on to a spark plug so that you don't have to worry about holding it. Alright guys, that's going to be my review, and hopefully it can help you install spark plugs on your vehicle. Like I said, mine's 1987 Toyota pickup, 4-cylinder, very simple to do. Anyone can do it. And if you like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe, and give me that thumbs up, because it really helps me out more than y'all understand. If you have any ideas for videos that you want to see in the future, let me know down in the comments below. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to help you out. Thank you for watching. See you next time on Carolina Crawler. Alright you guys, so as most of you know, this project is not free for me. I am paying it all out of either my pocket, or a tiny fraction of it might come from my parents' pocket, depending on if they decide to help me or not. So this is basically just to tell you that if you would like to make a donation, this is not required out of anyone, of course, but if you would like to make a donation to help me out, my Venmo will be in the description below. All donations are greatly appreciated, from $1 to any given amount. So if you want to make a donation, like I said, Venmo is going to be in the description below. All donations are appreciated. You guys please like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing, and I'll see you next time on Carolina Crawler.